It's the weekly show about rAVe with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary. Steph and Gary.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to the latest episode of rAVe TV. This is a solo, well, not quite solo, but kind of solo episode today. This is a very special episode, actually. This is the Crestron Takeover episode of rAVe TV. I have got a few friends here from Crestron who are coming from the Crestron Masters event in Madrid, Spain. Um, I have not ever been to the Crestron Masters, but it looks really cool, and I can't wait for you guys to get a look at a little bit of what's going on. So we have some friends who are going to pop in at random, not random, but like multiple points throughout this episode, and then I'm going to come back, going to talk about the things going on in the news a little bit. Then my friends at Crestron are going to keep coming back. So without further ado, I'm going to throw it to Brad Hinsey, who is coming at y'all live from Madrid, Spain. Gosh, why can't I talk? Madrid, Spain. Brad, you got it.
Hey everyone, I'm at Crestron Masters today. This is one of my favorite events because we get together with our entire Crestron community, and this is the largest Crestron Masters that we've ever had in Europe. We have all kinds of Crestron programmers, consultant, design architects, and we're here talking all about Crestron technology, enabling them to get certified. We have several new certifications this year. We have our Modern Work certification that helps those that are recommending and specifying modern work solutions. It gives them hands-on experience with things like Air Media, intelligent video design, AV over IP, and Flex video conferencing. We also have a new course that's all about advanced intelligent video design. We know multi-camera Automate VX systems are becoming really popular, and so how can we help give them that really detailed and advanced insight to be able to support customers with those kinds of solutions. We also spend a lot of time on programming, construct, how do you build really beautiful, simple user interfaces using modern development approaches, HTML5, C#. So really technical, really great and fun event, but it's also a really excellent networking event. Good opportunity for people to meet others in the Crestron ecosystem. So we'll give you a quick tour of the whole event, and then we'll come back and wrap it all up.
Thank you, Brad. So, for those of you watching, you should now kind of have a little bit better of an idea of what the Crestron Masters event is and some of the things that you can expect to see for the rest of this episode. But before I give you guys a little bit more of a tour of the Crestron Masters event, let's talk about Infocom. We are less than a month away. A month from now, Infocom will be over. Yes, all of the people in the production side of this are like shaking their heads. We're all freaking out. We all have a lot of stuff to do. You watching this probably do too. But if you haven't registered yet, you can use code rAVE, and you get free entry onto the show floor. That's again code rAVE. If you just go to infocomshow.org, register, put that in the code, and you get the show access for free. Hope to see you guys there in Orlando this year. But yeah, so okay, I wanted to talk about a few more opportunities that rAVE is giving at Infocom. We have a lot of awards opportunities going on. So first of all, I am now tallying all the noms for the Reader's Choice Awards, and I'm hopefully gonna get that done today or tomorrow. I don't know. I'm fighting for my life right now. But these are a few more opportunities for show-based opportunities. So first of all, we have our Best of Infocom 2025 awards. This is the first year that we're actually taking submissions for those. Usually, Gary and I just wander the show floor, watch a bunch of product videos, and decide ourselves. But this is we're allowing you guys to kind of nominate for that this year. So this has got to be a new product launched between January 1st and June 11th, 2025. And we are accepting submissions until the end of the day, June 11th. So the other awards, those are kind of like, as our Best of Infocom awards are, those are just kind of overall best. of the show. And of course, like we do kind of focus on best when it comes to what it means for integrators. But if you're looking for more of an end user standpoint for an award, we have the Avona 2030 Top 10 Awards. Formerly, these were called the Top 10 Awards by AV Nation and AV Buyers Club. Tim and I gave them last year. We're giving them again this year. But this is now powered by Avona, which is the network of AV and IT technical users. So these are just 10 products that are built to serve tech managers, IT directors, AV engineers, other decision makers. And this also is due by June 11th if you want to nominate for that. Finally, we are doing a tour of the show floor. It's called the Technology and Practice Tour. We did it at ISC and it went really well. So Tim and I are going to 12 booths on the Infocom show floor, walking you guys through 12 of the like top booths that you should know as an AVIT tech user. And so if you would like to be considered to be one of those 12 stops, you can also submit that here. So the link is on ravepubs.com. It's pasted to the very top of the site. So if you want to nominate for any one of those like opportunities for recognition on the show floor, please do that. We welcome that and we hope you guys do. We love to have a lot of options to go through as we're deciding. Um, so yeah, okay. Let's talk about Infocom 2025 and digital signage for a second. So Infocom is really wanting to be more of a digital signage show this year, which I think is really exciting. It's returning, of course, to the Orange County Convention Center June 7th through 13th. The 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, that is all education. 11th through 13th are the days of the actual expo. But there are going to be more than 200 digital signage solution providers on the trade show floor this year. Barco, LG, Panasonic, Sony, they're all bringing digital signage solutions. There are also going to be more than 30 sessions that are focused on digital signage trends, strategies, and use cases. So if you're interested in kind of learning a little bit about what those sessions are and how you can join, again, the full piece is on ravepubs.com. I do think it's interesting that Infocom is wanting to be more of a digital signage focused show. I think that I always look to Avixa and look to Infocom for what is going to be bigger for the people in our industry for this year. And if they're seeing that digital signage is starting to be even more prominent for those in AV, I think we should obviously pay attention to that. So definitely check that out. So before I toss it to Tim Albright for a few minutes, he's actually in Madrid as well. He's doing the Crestron Masters. He is getting the certification. So before I give that to him for him to talk about it, I have a few more pieces of news that I would love to go over. We have a lot of like acquisition, interesting partnership news this week, which is like crazy. So, first of all, Nanolumens and AUO Display Plus, they have formed a strategic partnership. This is kind of like a really big deal, because what they want to do is advance display technology by partnering. So what this does is Nanolumens and AUO Display Plus, they are going to focus on integrating Nanolumen's design and engineering with AUO Display Plus's manufacturing resources, and together they're going to create some new solutions for transportation, enterprise, retail, public spaces, cultural institutions, digital signage solutions, basically. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what this means. So it's kind of like this joint R&D focus at producing more transparent, more large format, more high performance displays that go with all of these really high end architectural environments. So both of these companies are going to be at Infocom, and at Infocom I think they're going to unveil like a few of the first like fruits of the labor of this collaboration. So I'm really excited to check it out. And again, that full piece is on ravepubs.com. So, a couple of other really interesting acquisitions. This company, I don't know how to pronounce it, so forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. It's like either Massimo or Massimo, but they're selling their consumer audio business to Harman for $350 million. I know, chump change. Um, Massimo has a lot of like brands under their umbrella. That's Bowers and Wilkins, that's Denon, that's Marantz, Polk Audio, a lot of those consumer and high-end home brands. So those are now going to join Harman's portfolio of audio brands of kind of the same vein, which is JBL, AKG, and then I think like one or two others. So I am super interested to see how this works and what happens to the brand identities here, because like all of those brands that Massimo owns, they have their own brand identities. So I'll be interested to see what happens if they kind of continue to have their own thing, kind of like what Harman has done with JBL. So I'm interested to see what happens. I feel like a lot of acquisitions tend to happen right at Infocom time. It's just like a very, things are happening in the industry right now. So another acquisition story we have, Friedman Group has acquired Lectrosonics. So Friedman Group owns Rode, Mackie, a few of those other audio brands. They've now acquired Lectrosonics, which Lectrosonics manufactures wireless audio systems for film, broadcast, theater, the like. So very interesting, but this deal includes, of course, the brand, intellectual property, facilities, manufacturing equipment. So I'm interested to see what happens. But I think as for right now, Lectrosonics is going to continue as normal, continue operating from New Mexico with its current management team. So I'm excited to see what that means. Acquisitions can go a few different ways in our industry. I never like to make a cut and dry decision about what I think about them until I wait a few months and see what happens. So just things for y'all to pay attention to. So before I continue on, I am going to toss it to Mr. Tim Albright, and he is going to talk a little bit about the keynote at the Crestron Masters and the workplace certification, and a little bit about what he's learning. So Tim, you got it.
All right, hey guys, Tim Albright here in Madrid for Crestron Masters and Modern Work Summit. So there's a couple of things that happened. We're recording this on Tuesday, the very first day of the show. It's a 3-day event where a whole bunch of Crestron programmers, architects, designers get together and not just learn about the latest and greatest in Crestron technology, but also best practices. And it's a great place to network as well. I've met a number of people actually from the States. Buddy Ryan Gray from Yavapai College. He's out here this year. We've got programmers from all over the U.S., but of course we've got a very, very large European and Asia Pac contingent. The Modern Work Summit is the classes I'm taking for 2 days, and this is an overview on the unified communications, the collaboration part, and we'll get to that in a second, but the collaboration part of what Crestron does. So learning about USB over IP and how to design stuff. I am doing getting a certification, hopefully, as long as I pass it tomorrow, so we'll see. But then one of the other things that Crestron does at every single Masters, whether it's here in Europe or in the States, is they do a keynote, right? Folks like obviously the head of Crestron, Dan Feldstein, but you've got products folks you got in there, you've got programmers that come in there, and they give you an overview of where Crestron is now, but also a roadmap of the next 6 months to a year. And there's a couple of things that came out of that. Number one is Crestron is really, really leaning into something that they've had for a while called True Blue. Now, what True Blue is today and what it's going to be involved into is an online community. It's a combination of an online community, help desk or help platform, as well as Crestron put it, their commitment to not only the programmers and the integration, but also to the AV users, right? So it was a neat little, play on something again that Crestron's had for a while, and they're really doubling down on that. The other part of this, though, is they're always developing new tools. They've got a couple of them that are coming down the pipeline, and I wanted to write it down. Crestron Construct. They're evolving this, and it's another iteration in programming, a little bit more like configuration, and so they're hoping and leaning to having that done at least on the UI side in the next 6-9 months. So appreciate you guys having us, and this is Tim from Madrid and Crestron Masters.
Thank you so much, Tim. Really happy that he kind of got to provide perspective about some of the content. And I know you guys are appreciative of that too. So Before I continue, we have another sponsor who is Shure, and you know the Microflex Wireless Next 2, but right before ISE, I don't know, time is starting to become a very interesting construct to me. Shure released the Microflex Wireless Next 4 and Next 8. So check this video out, and then I'll be right back.
When it's your job to make sure everyone gets a say, you need a flexible solution that can go from lights on to mics on in seconds. That can effortlessly adapt and turn any room into a collaboration space. A solution that seamlessly scales up, no matter how many seats are at the table. With Shure MXW Next, there's always room for more.
Okay, so let's talk about a few of the other pieces of news that have come out this week. This is kind of a big one. I got to see this early at ISE, and I have been very anxiously awaiting this to hit the news. This is the Hudley C1. This is the AI powered video bar for small and medium rooms. And I know I have said in the past I am tired of video bars, but this one is gorgeous. This one is so pretty. Like all of Hudley's products. All of Hudley's products are like the prettiest cameras you could ever picture putting anywhere. They've got that like very like Scandinavian minimalist excellence. I love their designs. But basically, this is a 4K camera, 150-degree field of view, AI based framing, of course, and advanced microphone and speaker array, and one single plug and play device, of course, which is all of the reasons why you would pick using a video bar other than putting cameras around the room, because the video bar is going to be very easy plug and play. But this is also built around a new hardware platform. So this is 20 times the AI processing power of other Hudley products. So this is going to be your real-time autonomous video, audio optimization, and it's got speaker mode, it's got group framing, it's got all of those features that people really like in Hudley cameras. And there are additional AI driven updates that I think Hudley is going to roll out post launch. But we actually have a little teaser video for the C1, so check this out. No, because why is that the prettiest video bar I've ever seen in my life? The rest of y'all learn from this, because this is gorgeous. This is a video bar I would love to put in my room, because usually the problem is, one, a lot of video bars out there don't actually look or sound that good, and the other is they're kind of ugly to put in your meeting room. That's not a problem with this. So the rest of y'all learn from Hudley. So yeah, clearly a very big fan of this product, and I know it's going to garner a lot of excitement at InfoComm. So let's continue on here. I have a couple of other pieces of news before I give it to our next Crestron contributor. Okay, let's talk lightwear and Netgear, because they have now partnered. Like the partnerships, they're popping this week. So this is the goal here is to kind of streamline AV over IP deployment. So what's happening is we're integrating pre-configured Netgear switches into Lightwear's signal management workflows. So now Netgear's AV switches are available through Lightwear with custom configuration profiles, which are co-developed by both of the companies. These are basically to eliminate the need for manual setup. So that's supposed to make it easier on everybody. Integrators, IT teams, this is supposed to make it super easy to deploy AV networks with like not all that effort. So if you want to look for which Netgear products that is, which switches that have been tested for compatibility with Lightwear products, go to ravepubs.com. I've listed all that here. I'm not reading all that right now. So definitely go and check that out. So it's interesting because I think that this is kind of removing a pain point with AV network design. So I don't know. I'm interested to see where this partnership goes. Thought it was super cool, super interesting. That's why I included it here. In the latest home AV news, there's a company called, is it Cardo? I'm really shooting myself in the foot with putting companies in here that I don't know how to pronounce. And LG Electronics, they've partnered with for a voice UI integration using spatial hearing AI. And if that sounds like a whole lot of gobbledygook, let me tell you a little bit about what this is. So this basically, Cardome is partnering with LG. Cardome has a spatial hearing AI technology. This is being integrated into LG's upcoming smart devices, beginning with smart TVs, and will later expand to appliances, audio products, and eventually vehicles, which is like, all right. So what this spatial hearing AI does is it enables smart devices to isolate voices in real world environments, even amid noise, even amid multiple speakers. And this integration is going to hope to create more accurate and responsive voice user interfaces designed to function more naturally in complex settings. So, I'm interested to see what happens here because voice control is for sure really common among consumer devices right now. I know I don't feel like typing all that a lot of times, and I will just speak into my remote when I'm searching for something. So anything that's supposed to make that easier, I think is going to be really, really successful. So yeah, just thought I would include that here. So before I continue on, I'm going to give it to our next Crestron contributor, who is Bob Bavalaco. He's going to talk about a few of the partnerships that are at the Crestron Masters and a little bit of what we can see, what we can look at. So I'm going to throw it to Bob, and I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Bavalaco, Strategic Partnerships Director for Crestron Electronics, and welcome to Crestron Masters 2025. This is our Technology Partner Pavilion, where 14 of our technology partners are here showcasing our integrations with Crestron solutions. Let's take a walk over and look at a few of them and see what they have to offer. I'd like to introduce our friends here at Appsen. Appsen is showcasing their integration with Crestron Control and remote management. I'm going to introduce Martin over here to talk a little bit about what you're showing.
Is this for a little bit of karaoke first or straight into the presentation? Okay, nice to meet you all. So here at Appsen, what we're showcasing today is our all-in-one 108 LED display. We're also showing how we integrate with Crestron. We're actually the first LED manufacturer to have full certification with Crestron, and one of the main reasons for that is we've actually developed an app that sits in the Android of our screen, which actually allows the SIs to connect to Fusion Cloud, XIO Cloud, and also Fusion On-Prem. As you can see, obviously it could sit with one of the Crestron bars underneath the screen for Teams and Zoom purposes. And not only that, we've also got our 108, which we do as a 108, a 136, and a 163. Complete all-in-one solution with the trolley. So any of your boardrooms or any of your customers require anything to work in conjunction with Crestron, then we've got a solution for them.
Here we are with our friend Sennheiser. Sennheiser is showing their integration with our Automate VX and One Beyond solution and their Team Connect series of microphones. I'm going to turn it over to Yoka to talk a little bit about more what they're showing here.
Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome to Crestron Masters. So what we want to showcase here is especially the integration which we can offer together with Crestron. So as you can see here, we have several touch panels which are integrated and interactive with our products. We can show a kind of tracking, we can show the Air Media integration, and of course we show every module we're offering in the application market right now. Thank you.
Here we are with our friend Space T. Space T is here showcasing their scheduling platform with Crestron Scheduling Solutions, which is our desk devices and our room panels. And they're also showcasing their amazing AI platform. I'm going to turn it over to Max to talk a little bit more.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Crestron, to a great opportunity to be here today at the Masters 2025. As you can see, we have an amazing platform that is a holistic platform for workplace experience. Anything from booking desks, meeting rooms, different types of spaces integrated with the Crestron ecosystem of devices, all of the way to agentic AI that allows you to do booking based on prompts, both within our web interface as well as our mobile application, and the workplace AI analytics that allow you to measure utilization of meeting rooms, people counting, occupancy rates for desks across the space, as well as different environmental parameters that you can extract within the space, such as CO2, temperature, humidity, etc. Please stop by at our booth and check out our live demo here today. Thank you.
So that was just 3 of the 14 partners that we have here, all exhibiting their integrations to Crestron. Our combined partnership is what makes our solutions more powerful to our mutual round clients. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Bob. So, all right, let's talk a few other pieces of news, and then Brad is going to come back and just kind of wrap up all of what you guys have seen from Crestron. But I do think you guys now have a good idea of what this event entails, and what you can expect next year if you're looking to go. So, another big event that's happened in our industry recently last week is L Acoustics. They had a big London Keynote 2025 event, and this was at the Roundhouse Theatre in London. So, of course, invitation only, super exclusive for clients, partners, and press, apparently from 40 different countries, to review products and services designed to advance live sound production. So, they announced a lot of new products, a lot of new innovations at this keynote. So we've got L Acoustics DJ, which is a tool aimed at transforming stereo DJ sets into immersive, multi-dimensional soundscapes, which is crazy cool. And that's supposed to be available third quarter of this year. But we also have the LA116i, which is a 16-channel amplified controller designed for installs in hospitality, retail, residential, which is really cool. So I think we're going to see a lot more of those products because L Acoustics does do both pro and residential products, but I'm expecting to see them in that light commercial, high-end res, a lot more products for that this year because they've really been beefing that up, especially with their presence at CEDIA last year. I'm just expecting a lot from them. And if the keynote was, anything to expect, which it's linked in the story, so if you want to watch the full 45-minute keynote, for sure, go check out that story on ravepubs.com. Have the whole thing embedded in there for you guys to watch. So definitely go and check that out. I'm expecting a lot from L Acoustics this year. So, and I think you will be too once you see this. So, all right, let's talk about a few more product stories. Excite. They have launched AI-driven an MCP server for AV automation, and basically this is in beta. But this is a new software tool that allows AI agents to automate AV system tasks in real time. Excite says this is the first of its kind in the AV industry. It's going to be demonstrated at InfoComm 2025. They have had a lot of rollouts in the past few weeks. So if you are not paying attention to Excite, start maybe. They are like kind of the AV as a service, the cloud-based tool company to watch, in my opinion. But they're doing a lot because not only do they kind of, it's almost like putting every proprietary like web-based tool, network tool, into one pane of glass is a lot of what they do. Shore's proprietary web-based tool, Planar's proprietary web-based tool, what they do is they pull those all into one thing, so you don't have to have 17 different apps looking at 17 different things all of the time. They pull that all into one place for you because they're all in this network with Excite. It's very cool, but they're kind of looking to do even more than that. So this MCP server uses this model context protocol, which is an open framework to help AI agents interact with third-party tools. And so this is going to kind of help enable autonomous control of AV devices with real-time monitoring, adjustments, issue resolution without human intervention. So this is kind of taking it to the next level to keep boots off the ground to help you save resources so you don't have to send people to fix every single little thing. So very, very interesting. They're going to have a lot going on at Infocom, so highly recommend you checking out their booth. And they have an event coming up, so I will talk about that before I go away. But yeah, very interesting. Keep an eye on them. And I did just want to bring up, okay, this is like a fun piece of news that I just included because I liked it. So this is a company that like everyone is obsessed with, right? In the residential high-end res space, Kaleidoscape. They have launched a Martin Scorsese filmmaker spotlight. It's so cool. So they've done a filmmaker spotlight series a few times, but this is with Martin Scorsese. So this is a collection that includes his favorite films, works by directors who influenced him, and it's kind of sorted into different categories like grifter movies, really good film scores, New York based cinema, classic, like modern classics. So it also features personal commentary from him and really rare images that are sourced in collaboration with his archivist. So this is so cool. And this Spotlight series has highlighted contributions from different actors, directors, and cinematographers and editors in the past. So all of this content is going to be in an 8-part weekly social series. So check out Kaleidoscape's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, their X or Twitter account, or go to their website. So I'm excited to continue tuning into this. I think it's so cool. They're such a cool company. So yeah, I think we're about wrapped up for today. And I have one last message from Brad for you, so I'm going to bring him back real quick.
Hey everybody, as you can see, Crestron Masters covers a lot of ground. We've got great partners, great customers here, a broad set of our employees, and so hope that you got a nice sneak peek at what's going on here. At Infocom, we will be running the Modern Work certification again, so if you'll be there, make sure you sign up to get that certification, and then stay tuned for the details on Masters next year in North America.
Thank you so much, Brad. And thank you so much to Crestron. And I hope you guys kind of enjoyed getting a like behind the curtain look at the Crestron Masters event. And again, they're running this certification again at Infocom. So if you are interested, definitely sign up for that. And I am about to peace out, but before I do, final 2 pieces of housekeeping. First, AV Cloud Summit. It's going to be May 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern. This is going to be the unveiling of the Open AV Cloud. Excite is going to be like a really, really big part of this. This is the industry-wide initiative set to usher the AV world into an era of connectivity, innovation. People from Sony, Panasonic, Wesco, they're all going to kind of join this and talk about where AV is headed with cloud technology and how its future is being shaped right now. I'm really excited. I'm going to be moderating this event. So definitely join. It's going to be a really, really cool conversation. Second of all, Hospitality Symposium. That one is May 28th at 1 p.m. It's half a day. I think like a few hours, 2.5 hours. And this is powered by Launch again, and it is for professionals in the Pro AV and hospitality spaces. This has got industry experts all coming on to talk about the Pro AV landscape within the hospitality market. So definitely join. I'm very excited to be putting this together again. And that's it from me. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much to Crestron for helping me take over this episode and showing us a little bit more about what the Masters entails, and hope they're having a good time in Madrid. And thank you to our other sponsor, Shure. And I'm Steph Beckett, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
It's the weekly show about Pro AV with the hottest news in the AV industry. It's rAVe TV. Give it up for Steph and Gary. Steph and Gary.